Do you ever get tired of me sharing crazy news with you? We made it to Friday. I'm relatively calm. I had a rough night last night when I saw all the baseball players at the Nationals Yankees game taking a knee, and I thought they were doing so during the Star Spangled Banner. I saw a lot of comments on social media. I'm out. That's it. Never going to go to another baseball game or watch another baseball game again. And then I found out pretty quickly they didn't take a knee at the Nationals Yankees game during the anthem. Every single player stood respectfully during the Star Spangled Banner. That's the takeaway. Taking a knee during a Morgan Freeman video and holding a black ribbon of unity, as the players did, was before the national anthem. And then for the anthem, they all rose and they stood respectfully for the Star Spangled Banner. That's a big difference. And I don't know that a lot of people know the difference. I think people saw that image, and I know there was another game and there were a couple players. We're going to see people taking a knee, and you'll get to make a decision about how you respond to that. But listen, the president said it last night. Sean Hannity had a one-on-one with President Trump. It was fascinating. I really wish everybody who hates this man would be willing to take 20 minutes of their life and watch the whole interview. I mean, here's the president on the phone from the White House. Sean, of course, is a huge supporter and an advocate of President Trump and conservatism. And it just gives you insights into the way the man thinks, talking about what the Democrat agenda is. There was so much in that 20 or 25-minute interview. I just get frustrated because I know that this man is very, very unconventional. We've never had an American president like this in the history of the United States. The people who hate him hate him. I mean, it's in their soul. It has poisoned their psyche. They hate this guy, and anything he does right now, if you've hated him because you think he hasn't done enough with masks or social distancing, then you need to be willing, if you have a shred of objectivity in your being, you need to be willing to say, he's all about masks now. He wants people to wear masks. And if you're going to say, well, he didn't do it soon enough, I understand that argument. But I'd also say, but why won't you give him credit now for making sure that insisting that everybody wears it? He has no problem with masks if you can't socially distance. He canceled the convention in Jacksonville, something I knew was going to happen. I've been telling everybody about this for weeks and weeks. We've got colleagues and poor, hardworking people that have been trying to put all the planning together, and it's a lot. And I kept saying, guys, it isn't going to happen. Pull the plug. No one will listen to me. So we had people that had to spend lots of hours planning on the GOP convention that I knew was never going to come to fruition. And the president announced yesterday that it's not. It's going to be very different. I hear there's some exciting plans for what they are going to do. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But the point of this is the president said, I don't want to put people in close proximity to one another at a convention in Jacksonville, Florida. If you hate this president for his coronavirus response, one would think you'd say, well, got to give him credit. Got to give him credit for that. Good move not to have the convention with a bunch of people crowded together in Jacksonville, Florida. No, they'll never give him credit for anything. Here's what the president said about the kneeling for the Star Spangled Banner and the anthem. And I truly believe the president has this exactly right.
It's great that baseball's back and other sports are back. I hope everyone's standing. I hope they're not going to be kneeling when the flag is raised. I don't like to see that. That would hurt a lot of people in our country. They don't want to see that with the NFL or baseball or basketball or anything else. There are plenty of places you can protest. You don't have to protest on the raising of our flag.
I love that. And what they did before the Yankees Nationals game last night, the home opener, it's a big deal. I mean, the takeaway was, and here was the headline that especially conservative media got very, very upset about. Every player knelt prior to the national anthem. Now, maybe you think I'm being Pollyanna. To me, the big headline was every player stood for the national anthem. Every single player stood at attention and honored our national anthem. You got a problem with that? You know, if we are going to advance any dialogue, if we are going to acknowledge that George Floyd shouldn't have died, if we're going to acknowledge that we can do better overall, and yes, even with race relations, there's got to be a little bit of give and take. There's got to be an acknowledgement that for many black Americans, there still is a problem. We can do better. So take a knee during the game before the national anthem, but don't disrespect the flag. Don't disrespect our veterans. Don't disrespect our law enforcement. Don't disrespect the country. Take a knee. Do what they did. The Nationals-Yankees game, in my view, was pitch perfect. It's the way it should be done at every sporting event, at every venue, at every sport in America going forward. Maybe you disagree. Let's find out. 1-800-655-MIKE. Love to know where you are on this.